So you were able to read him immediately, or took you a couple
He has
of
got
episodes?
supernatural powers.
He has extrasensory perception. ESP.
Yeah. But she reads you like
Like a book.
But what's really cool, what I love about actually their whole interaction is the fact that it's so subtle. It's not an, okay, you know, he's going and slapping her in the face, or, you know, darwaza band kar raha hai, or it's not.
It's not
about
high
it's not
drama.
about, yeah.
It's very subtle.
It's very nicely done.
Yeah.
He's trying to diplomatically tell us that, you know, guys, stop horsing around. We've got to get this scene down pat.
In fact, I still remember.
मुझे लग रहा है कि, you know.
Trial Season 2 comes to Jio Hotstar on the 19th of September. I loved Season 1 and I'm very curious to see Season 2 because it has a brand new director. But my eternal favorite Kajol is still there, so is Jishu Sengupta. From me, Hrishi K, everybody who's watching, listening, please welcome the principal crew. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Jishuda, I want to start with you. The fact that your character now enters politics and is very serious about making it to politics, and he has this wingman, which is Aseem Atangadi's character, makes for a pretty interesting dynamic. So would you say now more than ever before, he can't afford to lose his wife? Because politicians can't. I mean, technically.
actually there is a dialogue in the trailer itself where Aseem tells Jishu that चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए तुम नयोनिका का साथ नहीं नयोनिका को नहीं खो सकते.
Correct.
So yeah, I think the question is absolutely bang on. Please answer.
So उसके लिए तो 19 तक वेट करना होगा. अगर ये आंसर मैं दे दूं, ये कोई सीजन देखेगा नहीं. So this actually, ये इसका answer is the entire story. Actually, when if I answer this question, I'll give away the entire season 2 ka story. That's the answer, in fact.
But you have some interesting entrants. I mean, you have, apart from the episodic ones, I'm sure with each court case will keep coming and going. You have Karanveer Sharma, who is a new partner in the firm. And I believe her character has a brother who is going to have some scenes. So can you tell us a little bit about that without spoilers?
Difficult because, but I'll try. In this season, what we have tried to do is there are certain behavioral patterns which we observed in season 1. So as we go into the season 2 and as the character arcs and the character starts to transform, we wanted to explore the backstories. So that's how Nayonika's backstory comes, and once you start talking about her backstory, her brother comes from that space. So we come to understand Nayonika more when she talks to her brother, because their childhood, their families, and what was Nayonika before marriage, what are her, because a brother understands a sister like no one else can.
Correct.
So the kind of conversation they have is not guarded, it's very open.
So have you cast that actor from the Hindi film industry or from the Bangla industry? Of course, all the industries are now
I think it's all, I'm only working with pan-India actors.
No, but why I'm asking is because Nayonika is the Bengali character.
Yeah.
You know, so I think in that aspect, it makes sense if the family, like Beena ji, him being the husband.
Actually, sorry to interrupt, but ये जो सवाल है ना, this question we raise, that you know, what is our real identity? It's sometimes it becomes a huge political debate, and you know, questions are raised. But Nayonika, being a Bengali living in Bombay, she speaks Marathi as fluently as she speaks Bengali. Her Hindi is as good as her English. So हम उसको कैसे एक bracket में डाल दें? So those are the things which we discuss this season, and I think we have an interesting sort of a story track built around these questions.
You know, I did a chat with Umesh ji when he had a movie called 11-11 releasing, and we went to do numerology, and he was telling me about how I'm number 8. And you know, it's Ashrani effect and all that. I said, man, what an intellectual. He knows numerology, astrology, filmmaking. I'm not asking you to compare directors, writers, but you know, from the last season, which is pretty much a laugh riot with super, never a dull moment when he's around, to see a director who's so different. Must have been interesting for you as a working professional.
You know, with me, I have to say that I'm pretty much a director's actor. I am. And I have worked with so many directors of all different varying types. And my main concern on any set is how to read my director. That's it. I just have to learn how to read my director so that I can understand what he wants me to do and to get my performance better. And जैसे कहते हैं ना, each cook has his own way of cooking, you know. हर इंसान का जो खाने बनाने का तरीका होता है वो अलग होता है, हर इंसान के हाथ का जो टेस्ट होता है वो अलग होता है. तो I think Umesh ji has a very different flavor to him. And he is an absolutely fine director and fun to work with in a completely different way.
So you were able to read him immediately, or took you a couple
She has
of
got
episodes?
supernatural powers.
He has extrasensory perception. ESP.
Yeah. But she reads you like,
Like a book.
yeah. I was just explaining to someone that, it's difficult for a director to sometimes explain a certain emotion which he wants, because you have to give something to the actors, you have to give them something which is playable, which is a verb. But sometimes it's very difficult to explain an emotion which is like a scent, which is like a khushbu. But that is a time when, very intuitive actors like Kajol steps in, and that's a great help. Because then you don't have to explain the things in terms of words.
Correct.
She understands you instinctively by, at subconscious level. So that's why I say she's got supernatural power. She'll look at you and say, I know, okay, take.
No, but seriously, since you're saying you read people like a book, I remember the 90s and the late 90s, early 2000s, most of your pictures used to be with you on a set with a book.
Absolutely.
Used to be a voracious reader.
Still am.
Are you still?
am.
So the paps are not getting you with the books these days.
No, they only get me with my phone these days.
Yeah, you still, that's amazing, because in the law you have to read a lot. I'm not saying you're about to become a lawyer, but
Not at all.
Yeah. So, what are you reading, by the way, these days? Are you reading anything in particular?
I am actually rereading my library, because I realized that there are not a lot of authors that I can say today that I like as much. So I have not had the time to really peruse through the section to see which one I would like, which one I would not like. I don't have that much time. So I'm kind of rereading my library right now.
Yeah, because there's a new Harry Potter being made, which means, my God, people are still going back and revisiting
Totally,
stuff.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Jishu, the trial also is these parallel things that are happening. One is Noinika's law firm. The other is now you battling this whole political life. And I find it fascinating that Sonali Kulkarni comes in. Talk to me about that. Talk to me about your scenes with her. And in that aspect, it's interesting, because she's a minister who's already in power, and who I imagine is Marathi Manus. But like Umesh ji said, the lines are blurring, and you're taking her on.
Sonali is one of the finest actresses we have in India, actually, I would say that. And working with her was, of course, it's like a dream. In fact, when I heard that she's playing, I was little, taken aback, and I said, "Kya karna hai, kya nahi karna hai." But working with her was actually really easy, because she's a very easygoing person as far as the person she is. And talking about the character she played and the battle between us, it's actually very interesting. And again, if I see the scenes which we
fair
have
enough.
together, but I would say, the triangle, I would again say, between me, her, and she's also a part of, not of course the family, but in the story. You should watch out for this entire triangle.
I think but what's really cool, what I love about actually their whole interaction is the fact that it's so subtle. It's not he's going and slapping her in the face, or darwaza band kar raha hai, or it's not about
high
it's
drama.
Not about,
It's very subtle.
it's very nicely done.
Yeah.
It's actually like how power dynamics and power is dealt with. So it's really
But Sonali is
interesting
lovely.
to
You
watch.
must have had a great time with her.
Class.
She's so awesome.
He's lovely, and he put us to shame, by the way, I want to tell you. He really put us to shame. How old is he now? How
Who?
old is Ashrani ji?
No, I talked about Sonali, but it's great you brought out
84.
Ashrani.
He's
84? Ashrani ji?
84, huh? We are shooting in Naigaon. I want to put it out there because this really needs to be said. We were shooting in Naigaon, and every morning we had, what time were we reaching there? We were reaching there at about 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
So from 9 o'clock in the morning to 7:30 in the evening, he has shot, and he was not feeling well. He had a viral. Finally,
So that
after
cough in the
3
trailer
days,
could be an actual cough.
Very realistic it was.
Yeah.
Whatever it was very real.
इतनी खुदाई चल रही बम्बई में.
But he was amazing, amazing. The way he, I literally felt, I said, मेरा पैकअप हो गया है. मैं घर जा रही हूँ, मैं थक गई हूँ. Amazing, hats off, pleasure.
Why do you think of him to play a lawyer?
Why not?
That's a very interesting choice.
Yeah, because I was looking for a certain quirk in this character. And Ashrani ji comes with anything which you want him to do. So, and especially
He's
even
quirky.
now after giving his lines, the way he used to come to you like a, as if you're just doing his first film, he will come to you and ठीक हो गया बढ़िया okay, you want something else, कुछ चाहिए और नहीं बता दो नहीं सर बढ़िया okay. So that kind of enthusiasm is still there. So he enjoys what he was doing, and it definitely shows in his performance.
Till I didn't see the trial, I had no idea that law firms also had investigators like Kubra's character, which I found really, really fascinating. And my heart reached out when she said in the trailer launch, she said, I never get to be in season 2 because they always kill me
My
off.
character is killed.
But I'm suddenly thinking that with Karanveer Malhotra coming in and the whole dynamics of it, don't answer it if it's a spoiler, but I'm sure other positions also get threatened. Like for example, in the trailer there's a line in which Shiba says, will you join me or whatever. So does this change in dynamic with Karanveer's character coming in, a new partner, change things in terms of what Kubra's going through also? Or your relationship with Kubra?
I think it's interesting the way the relationship with Kubra develops. I think her character is so cool.
She's very cool.
I really like her character. I think she's actually the coolest character in our season. She's really the coolest character. She's almost like a kind of like a hero. Like her body language, the way her lines and all, like she's fashioned on a hero. And I love the way her character deals with everybody. Her character is a very interesting character that way because she kind of reflects. She's showing you in a very, she shows you not what everybody feels but what everybody sees. Her character sees what everybody else is feeling. So it's a very interesting, it's a very, very pivotal, I would say, character for the audience per se.
The original series obviously runs a longer duration. You have to compress it, make it into shorter durations. You also have to adapt themes for India. For example, there are lots of themes which might be more relevant in India now. For example, like a Me Too or cyber crimes and things like that. Do you have to pick and choose those themes, rework on some of those themes, just from a writing perspective? Tell me.
See, writing season 2 was very difficult. Firstly, you're absolutely right because season 2 Good Wife is something like 27 episodes or more, and with 1 hour of duration. So to compress that sort of a story into 6 episodes of half an hour to 40 minutes was a big challenge. So maybe you can drop a lot of legal cases, but at the end of the day you have to cover the story arc which is covered in that season for every character. So that becomes a challenge. And also you have to see that the writing doesn't read hurried and deliberate. So you have to make sure that it's organic and it flows from and then as you rightly said that how do you adapt it to the Indian circumstances, how do you make it contemporary so that it resonates with our viewers of today. So we were very aware of all these things which were the challenges which we had, and also sort of opportunities to talk about certain things with such a great cast and story. So yeah, we had to wrap our head around all these difficult subjects and changes, but yes, I think it took us around 6 months to write this 6 episodes.
Who are you most comfortable with amongst the boys? Now that you're doing two
boys?
seasons with Ali Khan, with Jishu,
Who boys? Who boys? Boys kahan
the
se?
men.
Thank you so much. I'm most comfortable with Umesh ji actually.
He's a man.
No, I think
No, but I like this whole camaraderie of you doing a serious, trial by fire kind of show, and then when the cut happens, I see you guys just goofing around.
Ask about before the cut. Before he says action. Ask about that part.
चुप हो जाओ प्लीज कुछ
अब
कर
थोड़ा
लेते हैं
शूटिंग कर ले अब
Umesh,
थोड़ा
I
शूटिंग कर
think,
ले
he's trying to diplomatically tell us that, guys, stop horsing around. We've got to get this scene down pat.
In fact, I still remember.
मुझे लग रहा है कि,
There was a very, very serious scene between me and Kajol, and we were like laughing and having fun on set. And Umesh, we could see he was sitting in
he's
front
getting
of
more stressed by the minute.
मतलब ये क्या होने वाला है अभी इतना सीरियस सीन है इट्स अ वेरी डायलॉग्स है वहाँ पे मतलब इट्स डैम सीरियस सीन एंड उसके पहले वी वर लाइक हैविंग फन वी आर टॉकिंग समथिंग एल्स ही कम्स अप ही सेज अबे थोड़ा शूटिंग कर ले प्लीज बी इन द मूड सर हम वी आर इन द मूड सर चलिए नहीं ये वाला मूड नहीं है इस सीन का मूड अलग है so we had a lot of fun during shoots and thanks to Umesh ji he allowed us to do that
Yeah. Despite the fact that he didn't believe in it, but he allowed us to do it.
he still doesn't believe it
बट एक्चुअली लोचा है इन लोगों के साथ क्या है कि ये लोग कुछ भी करेंगे एंड वंस यू से एक्शन they are like switched into that character and everything. But as a director, how do you have to remain in the zone because then after the take they will look at you and you are still thinking about you can't, so you have, as a director you have to be in the zone and these guys like switch on switch off, हाँ जी बताओ फटाफट, so वो थोड़ा मजे वाला खेल होता था, so yeah but I figured out.
So, who said in the trailer launch that Kajol bullies me? Somebody said that.
Must be Jishu
Who?
only.
No, that was that son.
Kajol bullies everyone
You're adding to it.
bullies everyone
That's
You
not
know,
a good
I'm
reputation.
not appreciating.
On
That's not a
sweet
good
way.
reputation to have. No,
on a very sweet way but
it's
she
sweet,
bossed-
but why not? I mean, why should boys have all the
But I
fun? Men have all
don't.
the fun.
But I don't. I'm a naturally assertive person.
That is so beautiful. Naturally assertive person. And you assert yourself over whom the most?
No, she's
Jishu
not.
or
She doesn't
I'm
discriminate.
I don't discriminate.
She doesn't
with
discriminate.
everybody? Jo saamne aa jaye. Because the lawyer, the guy who plays Paswan, what is his name? Deepak Pandey. No, the other. He was in season 1 throughout.
Dheeraj.
Dheeraj.
Yeah.
He looks a little scared and intimidated in any case. Good actor, fine actor. The thing about this whole pyar, kaanoon, dhoka thing, the dhoka, we understand where it comes from because the whole first season was about that, the cheating element, this, that. The pyar, I imagine, is the love of the kids because a lot of times why we stay in relationships or we choose to take strong strides is the children, and in that aspect Noenika is the mother as much as she is the lawyer. Is that developed further in trial too is my question.
I think when we use the word pyar over here, it has to do with all kinds of love. It has to do with self-love. It has to do with a lover. It has to do with a husband-wife love. It has to do with so many things. It has to do with all different kinds of love. It has
College
to do with
crushes
your-
like the one that Ali Khan's character
and also a love for your work. So it is about all the things that you love and all the people that you love and how you have to deal with every aspect of it. And it's not only Noyanika's character. It is everybody's character, whether it is even for that matter, even the kids, how they are dealing with both parents whom they love so much, and dealing with this turmoil that is happening in their lives. So it is about everything really.
What scenes do you most enjoy? The ones where you're in court as a lawyer, because the lines there are, crisp and cool, or the scenes where you're playing mother, or the scenes where you're playing wife?
It's the content of the scene more than
Depends
the
on what's happening in that particular scene.
in that particular scene more than. But definitely, I have to say that the courtroom scenes, you're making it sound much cooler than it was. It sounded most of the times it was like a
I
history
like that
exam.
Daimaji is the judge. Saying, shut up! ये वो."
It's like a history exam. ये line इधर से उधर से 102 तहत 102
Yeah, because you can't alter those lines. No, you can't alter the
you
law.
have to. So it's just so much information being packed in those dialogues. You can't change them even like a little bit to make
there's
it colloquial or how you would like to say it.
There's a whole
Her
research.
memory is like, एक बार
Yeah.
पढ़ती है and that's it. That's it.
No, shut up.
अरे यार, please don't.
No, nothing like that. Huh? That
पता नहीं घर पे पढ़ के आई कि नहीं.
Umesh ji
But,
has seen me. Umesh ji has seen me
But
with that line.
once in a while it might.
Screwing up.
See, it's because it's a technical language. So you have to just mug it up.
Yeah.
It's not that समझ जाओगे तो अपनी तरह से बोल सकते हो. There's a whole research department, legal department working on each and every line. So it has to be just correct. So those were difficult lines and it's okay to goof up at times.
No, and in any case, even if you're memorizing them and delivering them, you look a little stiff. In the courtroom, वो चलता है. You can look a little stiff.
See, the art of acting is that not to show your discomfort. Because जैसे आपने बोला आपको क्या cool lines हैं. And then she had to clarify, boss cool हैं लेकिन उसके पीछे कहानी है.
Correct. Yeah. Guys, September 19th, it's on Jio Hotstar. It's the trial, season 2. My time is up, but I just have enough time to say, please go watch Kajol, Jisshu, even better, with a brand new director, which is Umesh Bisht. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.